Good morning, everybody. So today we're gonna be checking out the um, what's it called? The balance patch, right? Balance nodes are coming out today, so we're gonna take a look at that. I haven't really started my RTA yet. I don't know how long. Maybe I'll just start my promotions and then maybe continue to do some. But I think the with the this what am I trying to say? Okay. With the season being over, I don't know if I just want to wait till the next one or continue playing. I don't know what I should do with the video types, but we'll see. We'll see. So here's the balance patch, guys, for 118. Okay, so there. I don't know if anyone's been going through it. Judge Kisei, huh? And Spirit Isoline. Why Young? Are they gonna buff Why Young? Oh, a command model Lilica. Lilica. What the fuck? Okay, so yeah, I looked at these earlier. Mont. Is that a Momo? Were they buffing her? Alright, let's see what it is. Okay, the probability and number of turns are based on fully enhanced characters. Okay. Okay, so this one is Judge Kisei. So they're buffing her. Because it's green, I had to assume that it's a buff, right? So, this is before, after, okay. Attacks the enemy with a scythe with 50% chance to decrease. Okay, so what are they? So it looks like a lot of it was hit chance and stuff like that, right? Before dispel a buff and increase skill cooldown. So that's basically like that's basically okay. So her awaken attack all enemies by distorting space and time before an 80% chance each to dispel one buff. Okay, and add aggressive skill null once to the caster. Damage dealt increases with more enemies. I guess it's kind of weak, huh? It is kind of weak. Okay, so what they're changing in them to is attacks the enemy with a scythe penetrates the target's defense by 20%. So just straight up damage. Attacks all enemies with a scythe, dispelling all buffs before a 100% chance to make them unable to counterattack. Oh, so basically, that's gonna be like a knock wall thing, right? I'm sorry, I'm still kind of stuffed up. So basically, like a knock wall, and then looks like it goes up to 15% on that. So that might actually be worth building, right? Attacks all enemies by distorting space before increasing skill cooldowns by 1. Damage dealt increases with more enemies. Interesting. So they kept that. But they moved this up there, right? Oh no, it stayed the same kind of. Okay. It looks like the 80% is taken out. Cool. Attacks all enemies by distorting spell. Okay, wait, before increasing skill cooldowns by 1 turn. Grants invincibility to the caster for 1 turn. That's like a Zahog, right? Zahog does that. So I think that's a pretty good change. Judge Kisei is a powerful hero when she unleashes a sequence of skills through Soul Burn. However, her overall usability fell short of expectations primarily due to the limited effectiveness of her skills, excluding Wave of Light. In our effort to enhance her performance, we are focusing on refining her skill End of Evil. With these adjustments, End of Evil will now inflict decreased defense and make enemies unable to counterattack for 2 turns after dispelling all buffs on enemies. Oh, so I think that's really good. She might be worth building. We might want to start looking into ours. Okay, Specimen says, looks like he's only getting one thing done to him. That's kind of weird, huh? Attack the enemies with a light storm. Oh my gosh. My allergies, guys. Um, okay. So when an ally except for the caster is attacked, has a 20% chance to counterattack. Okay. So he's just a counterattacker? I've never even used Specimen says, so. Attacks the enemy with a light storm. Okay, whatever. Penetrates defense. This is all the same. Increases evasion. So they're just switching this to evasion. So I don't know how I feel about just giving him one buff, you know? Maybe they could have done more of that, but I don't really know. Let me know what you guys think about that. Because I guess Specimen says, okay, but his overall usability has been hindered by the restrictiveness done conditions. And while attempting to alleviate this constraint, we introduced a counterattack effect to skill light storm. Unfortunately, the results were inconsistent due to the viable chance nature of the effect. In response, we are implementing an increased evasion. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Now, Spirit Eye. I'm really interested in this because I do use Spirit Eye a lot when I can. So at first it was she penetrates the target's defense by 35%, and then when attacking, absorbs some of the damage dealt as health. And so let's see what they're gonna do with this. When attacking, absorbs some of the damage dealt as health. Okay. So this looks like it. Mostly like the thing is nothing's really gonna change from it except for the nimble dispel, right? Dispel 1 day buff from the caster. That's really good. Before swiftly attacking the enemy, and absorbs some of the damage dealt as health, penetrates the target's defense by 50%. So that's really good. And then increases attack by 25%. Counterattacks when suffering a critical hit. Whoa, wait. So does she gets an attack up when she counters here? Same down here. Or is it just when she's attacking? That's really good. I think that's really good. Okay, Spirit Eye. Celine, with her unique ability to revive all fallen allies, grant immortality, and counterattack under possession, holds substantial potential. However, issues regarding insufficient damage output and sustainability have marred the satisfaction of using her. To address these concerns, Nimble Sword will now consistently absorb a portion of the damage dealt as health, irrespective of possession. Additionally, the rate of defense penetration will be enhancing her effectiveness against high defense of enemies. Wow. So this will make her good into like, would you say that this would make her good into Yufine and like all those tank Crow? What do you guys think about that? I think that that's really good. I'll show you guys my build on her, but yeah, that's a really good change. I think that's really good. Okay, Wyong, it looks like they are changing her for sure. Because they nerfed her into the ground. I mean, she was broken. But, let's see what they did to her. When the caster is buffed, a successful attack inflicts... Okay, so, it looks like they're gonna just... Okay, attacks an enemy with a kick. A successful attack inflicts additional... So it's a stronger damage, right? More damage. Oh my god, my nose. Okay. Attack increases by 30%. When attacking, cannot trigger a critical hit. Damage suffered from a critical hit decreases by 30%. When more than one damage reduction effect is granted, only the strongest effect is applied. At the start of the turn, or at the start of the battle and at the end of the turn, grants a barrier to the caster. Okay. Yeah, she was really strong when she came out, really broken. So I don't really know what these are going to do for her. I don't know. At the start of the turn, when the caster does not have a debuff, increases attack for the one turn. But, I don't know how I feel about that, you know, because it's like debuffs are everywhere. It's easy to give a debuff. And, I don't really know what this is for, guys. What do you think about... What is this? Minus? So you can't... This is to block the critical hit chance, right? I don't know. Okay. Grant immunity to the caster for 2 turns. When the target's max health is greater than the caster's max health, penetrate the target's defense with penetration rate. Increasing proportional to... The difference up to maximum of 100%. So, yeah, she was really strong. Um, so let's just see what they're gonna do. Grants immunity and a barrier for 2 turns. When the caster's attack is greater than the target's attack, penetrate. Okay. So they're switching it from health to attack. Okay. And then it's a cooldown of 3 turns, and damage dealt is decreased. What? Okay. I don't really get that. Damage dealt is decreased. What? So is that like a? I don't. All right. I don't know how that felt. We'll read this too. I don't know. Okay, so that's the top one too, right? Monarchs. Okay, before, and this is awakened. Okay. Okay, granting immunity to and a barrier for 2 turns when the casters. Okay, is it the same as the top right there? Yeah, it looks like it. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. Hwayong, initially adjusted due to her significantly high usability, will undergo further revisions. Following the previous adjustments, her effectiveness has significantly decreased, making it challenging for her to fulfill her intended role. We appreciate your understanding as we strive to fine-tune her for improved balance. The conditions for inflicting additional damage with her skill Supersonic Kick will be alleviated, accompanied by a slight increase in the additional damage. Furthermore, Prairie Hawk will now grant an increased attack buff under specific conditions each turn. Diversifying Hwayong's utility in various team compositions. Monarch's Flaming Strike will undergo changes in its defense penetration mechanics, now relying on the difference in attack rather than maximum health. Difference between Hwayong and her target. Okay, this adjustment aims to grant her greater viability without sacrificing damage potential, as her attack receives a boost from the granted buff, reducing the difficulty of meeting the defense penetration condition. The skill's base damage will be slightly reduced. Lastly, the cooldown on our okay. So I think that might be good. I don't think it like makes her super broken like she was before, right? I think that might be good. I wonder what everybody's saying. We'll go look at the comments too to see what people are saying. That'll be interesting too, huh? Okay, Alina is getting a buff. I don't have her built. This I know that this makes me want to look at building my Hwayong and my what's her name Judge Kisei. So let's see what about Elena. Attacks all enemies with a meteor shower, granting invincibility to allies for 1 turn. And then attacks enemies with a meteor shower, granting... Okay. Oh, this is just the awakened one. For 2 turns. Okay. So this is just a buff. Okay, so it dispels 1 debuff from all allies. And then and the same thing. So it's just dispelling a debuff, which I think that's pretty good for her. I mean, I hardly use Elena, but yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Oh, here's for her exclusive, right? Dispels 1 additional debuff from all allies. Okay. Elena's skill Eternally Shining Comet will receive an additional effect, allowing her to dispel 1 debuff from allies. With her exclusive equipment, she can now dispel up to 2. Okay. Okay, I see what they did there. That's pretty cool. Okay, so command model Leica. Is this the this is the Earth one, right? This isn't command model? Is that her? No, cuz her what's her ML version? Maybe this is the ML version. I don't know. All right, let's find out. Shoots out all wings to attack all enemies with a 100% chance to decrease speed for 2 turns. And a 75% chance to put them to sleep. Okay, so this is her, right? Okay, so it's the same thing. This is just on the S3, right? Okay, so what are they doing? 100% chance each to decrease speed for 2 turns. Okay, which I feel like that didn't change, right? And put them to sleep for 1 turn. Oh, it's 100%. So they took the 75% off, and is making the sleep very easy to do, right? 100% on that. And put them for sleep on 1 turn. Yep, same thing. Command Laika will undergo adjustments aimed to enhancing her skill volley fire. The basic effect chance to inflict sleep will be increased to a maximum of 100%. Yep. I think that's really awesome. Okay. And then her exclusive is getting a decreased buff duration. Oh, okay. So you can and it's they're just basically taking away the percentage, the 75 or the 85% chance that you would be able to do that with, right? So taking away the RNG aspect of that, right? That's pretty cool. Okay, lots. Auxiliary lots is getting the buff, guys. What do you think about this? Man, when was the last time you saw locks, you know? Or lots. I call them locks because of locks. Okay, so everybody knows what he does. Okay, so let's see what they're going to do. Increases effectiveness of the caster for 2 turns. Okay. So. Wait, Lots? Am I thinking about the same? Yeah, like, this is Lots. So this is the purple hair dude, right? An ally. Injects an ally, except for the caster with mana, increasing attack for 2 turns. Okay. Increases effectiveness of the caster for 2 turns. Okay. And then afterwards, it's the same. So they're just giving him effectiveness. Attacks all enemies with a strong mana, dispelling 2 buffs. And has a 75% chance to silence. So basically, they're trying to make him like Angel of Light, right? That's basically what they're trying to do. Because Angel of Light pretty much does this, but because she silences. And she does the dispelling, right? She strips. So, but he just doesn't have Okay, so that's interesting. Auxiliary Locks goes go adjustments to enhance his role in containing enemies by applying debuffs and supporting allies. Firstly, his scale mana injection which was challenging to use effectively, will be modified to grant increased effectiveness to the target ally and himself for 2 turns instead of increasing his attack. Additionally, its cooldown will be increased by 1 turn. Okay, but the cooldown, okay, alright. Don't really know what I think about that. I don't think that makes him better than Angel, because I feel like Angel does this already, right? But it won't be like too bad to have like 2 built, you know, like have Angel and him built, so you can like rely on one or the other. So I wonder what people are gonna do for that. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, and this is the new 4-star. What's her face? Achilles. What's her face? Okay, so basically they're gonna change this, right? Increase combat readiness for the caster by 15. So they're just increasing the combat readiness of that, right? Which I don't have her, so if anyone's using her, let me know what you guys think about that buff. Let me know. So Roman is getting a buff. Woo! I'm really interested to see what they're doing with her. Wait, what? Okay, I'm gonna read that. I don't understand why it's red, but okay. Damage dealt increases when the enemy is buffed. Okay, when the enemy is buffed. Okay, so this is just Awaken. Okay, so this will basically they're inflicting restrict for 2 turns, so they're taking away the damage increase, right? And they're just giving the restrict, and he does dispel all buffs. So I'm guessing that's what they're doing. Roman's ability to control enemies through debuffs will be amplified. The condition for increased damage dealt by his skill event horizon and the effect increased combat readiness, which a chance will be removed, replaced by additionally inflicting restrict on all enemies for 2 turns. Which I think that's okay. But there's a lot of clans. You have Hand Guy, Dilloblet. So I don't really know if that's gonna do anything for him. Monterancy. So what are they doing with her? 50% chance to put them to sleep. It's up to 75% now. Okay, so it's kind of like a buff, right? I don't know why it's in red. Yeah, okay. When attacked by an enemy that is not an elite or a boss monster, decreases damage suffered by 20%. That's really nice, right? Okay. Angelic Montmorency will be refined for more effective enemy containment and increased viability. The Solitude Rune effect will now reduce damage suffered by enemies by 20%. So, I don't know. Does that mean that she's gonna be good into RTA now? That 20% right there? I wonder. Sounds interesting. Oh my gosh. I don't know why my Facebook does this on here. Get out of here. Circus for, okay, say they're increasing the crit hit chance on this. Same with this one. So that's good for me, right? Because I don't have any crit hit chance, if you know me. Okay, let's see what this one is. Sacred Tree Branch. After attacking increases combat readiness of the caster and the ally, except for the caster with the highest attack by 10%. Okay, that's really good. Alright, so let's see what everyone's saying. This is literally worse than the balance patch. Good job, Smilegate. You guys do not care about your game at all. But why? Okay, people are really disappointed. Good job killing all A-lots for no reason. You know very well nobody uses him for his S3. Okay, that's what I was thinking too. Like you push with his S2, right? Like literally that's it. I wanted to add before people say, but his S2 was too strong with Spirit Breath Artie. Yes, his S2 was strong, but remember that you're basically sacrificing a unit slot just to push another unit forward. That's a cost proportional to the reward, and it's damn costly. Okay, so Soul Line is better. Spez looks RTA viable. Hoya got one leg back, and Ella gets better against debuffs. But the parrot in me tells me to say worst patch ever because I'm on still comments. Terrible. You guys are clueless about your own game. So if you guys are like with these specific people, you know, like I see a lot of negative comments in here, like why, you know, what is it specifically that is bad about these patches? I think that, okay, moving. Oh, let's see what this guy says about Huayang. Oh yeah, I guess I understand that, right? Like it was delayed, and I don't know if they did anything to make it better, you know. Removing Huayang's innate 30% attack was really unnecessary. She is already very nice to use with triple torrent, and now she barely has a decent attack stat, and also you changed her S3 like that of a straws. Straws still got a monstrous multiplier to back it up AoE, and it can crit. Huayang really relies on her attack to do it. With her mults being lowered, with what exactly do you want her to do now? She couldn't even kill Senyas and most high priority target units. I doubt she will perform better than what she is now. I was stoked thinking that Bruiser Tanky Huayang is going to be a thing, but alas, you removed one thing that could make that work. It never ceases to point us. What do you guys think about that? I think that when they brought her out, she was way too strong. Good buffs. I like the change. Good job, Smiley. Okay, he likes the job. He likes it. What did somebody say? Bro, what? But see, this is what I was thinking. Where's FCC buff? Like she's getting overshadowed by ROL. Like where's our CC or FCC buff, man? That's what I was thinking. Okay, are you kidding me? Balance mean balance? Where you see balance in 5% more CR push and 50% evasion. While sleep still 100% nerfs a lot, but not needed. But to Celine, she's already broken in right gear. What I see uh is just no effort, like throwing here. Okay, so so the sum number. Okay, BM Edge, Falling Cecilia, Spectre says. Okay, Spez are in the bin. Most of the broken unit are not stunnable at all. No elite boss is stunnable. Immunity make you unstunnable. So why the fuck will you let me pick Spez? 50% evasion rate. Okay, well, sure. I think that now China and Korea have to hire a helicopter and no longer a truck for Smilegate to understand that they are just making rubbish after rubbish and are completely giving a fuck about the data in the game itself. Please have says at least counterattack when dodging. I don't know if that would be good, but honestly, a lot of reviews are a tad bit too harsh. That's what I think too. Everyone's only human, and bound to make mistakes. There are some adjustments that are redundant for a lot of units, but I think the adjustment for Judge Kisei is needed. I think so too. How many even actually use her for PvP or PvE? Girl is at the bottom of every tier list, which with this adjustment she is at least yeah, that's what I was thinking too. She'll feel more viable. And I think that okay, please do something to make 5-star MLs more accessible. I think they do a pretty good job with that. You know, they just did that. Dang, I got my So yeah, I don't know, guys. What do you guys think about that? Like, I'll probably build Judge Kisei, but here's my Spirit Eye. I want to switch her to Lifesteal. Sorry. So I'm farming for Lifesteal for her, and so I'm thinking about going ahead and building my Judge Kisei, which she's right here. I don't have her built at all. I don't even think I have the Molagora though. Let's be honest. Yeah, 38. So I do want to build her. Hua Young though, guys. Do you think that Hua Young is gonna get any better than that? I still have her on her old set. Do you think that change is gonna be worth? Actually, no. I was using her for damage. I think I was using her somewhere else because I feel like I'll have to look into it. But yeah, I think Hua Young might be interesting to use, but I don't think it makes her viable enough. You know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about the buff patch. I think Judge Kisei is pretty good. I think Spirit Eye will be interesting. At least I could use her, you know, change her up and use her that way. But other than that, the rest of them really didn't. Yeah, I think that they missed a mark there with some of those. I think that maybe like units like FCC needs to have some love. I haven't been able to use her in the longest time, and Arwell just does it better, you know. And then you have Phyllis with Rocket Punch, and she's also out there doing her thing. So let me know what else you think that they need who they need to buff. Because just going through my list, maybe Flan. Do you think Flan needs a buff? And Elena got a buff too, right? And I don't think I have her built at all. So let's see. There's my Mont. And yeah, here's my Elena. Don't even have her built. So again, let me know what you guys think. I'll probably start my RTA runs today, at least to get out of the promotion stuff. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Hopefully we can I think it's okay to be critical of a game and passionate, but I think I think it has to be more constructive. Um, like just saying that they're bad and well they're never gonna listen to you if you do that. You know, like my initial response to somebody doing that is to be like, okay, leave you on red. All right, like you don't get to have an opinion. But I mean, if you meet them halfway and try to hear them out, I think that that would be a lot better than just being angry all the time. You know, I think that the balance patch could have had a lot more better units. Wait, but I mean, some of them are pretty interesting. Like I think Judge Kisei needed it for sure. And I mean, I'd love to use Commander Leica, you know? So you just gotta make her like super fast. But I think that there's a lot that they could have done. There's probably a lot more heroes that I'm not thinking about that they should have buffed. I think the Oxlots is a pretty disappointing one. I thought maybe I was misreading it. I also don't have him built either. But a lot of people use him for this, right? Like nobody really uses him for this, right? But I mean, maybe it'll be good. Like the thing is unless it's tested, I don't really know if it's gonna be good or not, right? But I mean, with the meta that I see, seen that I have seen in RTA, it's a lot of tinky units. Like, uh, I think Ox is usually for cleaving, right? So, like, you have Fiend and Landy out there and Aiden who just counterattack all the time. So I don't know if he would be viable enough to deal with that specifically. But I don't know, you know. I'm pretty new to the game. I don't think that they're terribly wrong about some of the buffs there. I think that they could have done a lot more buffs to like FCC. Um, who else needs buffs, guys? FCC needs a buff. What about Royale? Like, um, oh yeah. And if you have any tips for me, guys, how would you build this guy? Leave me comments in below. How do I build him? Cause I want to max him out and build him out. So I'm working on him too. So yeah, there you guys have it. I hope you enjoy. Leave a comment, like the video, subscribe if you like this type of stuff, and we'll continue to do this kind of thing too as well. And I'll probably start my RTA here today and get through my progressive to do my promotion. So there you guys have it. See you guys later. Enjoy your day, and I hope to see you guys again. Goodbye. Bye.